Hello everybody, here's an example on how to find the equation of a parabola that passes through 3 points. So this question says a parabola passes through the points 0 and 5, 4 and 13, and -2 and 25. We want to write an equation of the quadratic function whose graph is this parabola. Please remember that the general form of the parabola is y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. Now we're going to use this general form to generate a system of equations, and then we're going to use Excel to solve that system of equations. So let's see how that is done. So the first point is 0 and 5. Let's use this point and substitute it in this equation and create our first equation. So the first equation is going to be, that is, instead of x, I'm going to plug 0, and instead of y, I'm going to plug 5. So y is equal to 5. That is equal to a times 0 plus b times 0 plus c. So from this equation, I will get the following equation. This value is 0, that value is 0. I will get c is equal to 5. And that is my first equation. Notice that a and b are 0 in this case. Let me actually make it better. So I will have 0 plus c equals 5. That is my first equation. Using the second point, which is 4 and 13, I'm going to build another equation using the same general form of the parabola. So that is y is equal to 13 equals, now instead of x, I'm going to plug 4 squared plus b times 4 plus c. So from that I will get, the first term is basically 16a, plus the second term is 4b, and the third term is c equals to 13. That is my second equation. My third equation is using the point -2 and 25. So I'm going to plug this point in the form again, in the general form again. That is y equals 25, and instead of each x, replace it with -2. So a times -2 to the second power plus b times -2 plus c. From there, I will get the equation 2 times 2, or -2 squared, is 4a, plus -2 times b is -2b. So let me remove this plus sign. Let me remove that plus sign. Minus 2b plus c equals 25, and that is the third equation. Now I have this equation right here. I can create, using this system of equations, I'm going to create an augmented matrix and then solve that matrix. So the augmented matrix is just basically the coefficients of A, coefficients of B, and then coefficients of C, and then I'm going to put a line here, and that is the y value is going to go here, or the constant is going to go here. Now, the coefficient of A, the first one is 0. The coefficient of B, the first one is 0. Coefficient of C is 1. And the constant is 15. So that is the first row. The second row comes from the second equation. So that is 16. Coefficient of A, coefficient of B is 4. Coefficient of C is 1. And then the term that is constant is 13. And the last row, or the third row, comes from the third equation. The coefficient of A is 4. Coefficient of B is -2. Please notice that I'm taking the sign with that. Coefficient of C is 1. The constant term is 25. Now I will take this matrix and head to Excel, and I will try to input this matrix and solve. So the coefficient matrix is 0, 16, 4, 0, 4, -2, 1, 1, 1, and then the constant matrix is 15, 13, and 25. Let me just make sure that that is correct. Oh, this is 5 actually. I made a mistake right there. So let me remove this. That is not 15. Try to erase it. So it is actually 5. Let me go back and correct this entry. So that is 5 instead of 15. Okay, now how do I solve this system of equations using Excel? I'm going to highlight 3 entries representing A and B and C. So the first one will be A, the second one will be B, and the third one will be C. So select all of them and then type equals, and then M mult. And inside M mult, I'm going to say M inverse, and then select the first matrix, close the parentheses, comma, select the second matrix, and then close the parentheses, and now hold the Control Shift and then enter, and you will get your values. So A is 2, B is -6, and C is 5. So how do we write the equation? After we got A and B and C, remember A is equal to 2, B was equal to -6, and C was equal to 5. So now let's rewrite the equation using the general form. Remember, this is our general form. We just substitute A with its value, B with its value, and C with its value. So if we do that, we're going to get Y equals A, which is 2, x squared, and then B is -6. So plus times negative is -6x, and then plus C, which is 5, and that is the equation that we're looking for. This is the equation of the parabola, or this is the equation of our function, and we can replace y with f of x. So we can say f of x is equal to 2x squared minus 6x plus 5, and that is the final answer. So I hope this helped you, and I will see you in class. If you have any questions, please bring them in. The process is very similar with the calculator. You're going to use RF. When you enter your augmented matrix, you're going to select a matrix that is 3 by 4. So instead of using 2 by 3 that we used before, you're going to use 3 by 4. And then you enter all of your matrices and then use RF just like the way you used it for a matrix that is 2 times 3. All right, I hope this helped you, and I will see you all in class.